Hi, my name is Abiha. I'm joined by Carlos and Megan, and we believe that the essence of quality care begins with good communication, hence the name KalCom. Today, we're going to be showing you how we're revolutionizing the patient and nurse experience with a single screen. So during the pandemic, we saw that healthcare workers were labeled as heroes. If we fast forward to 2023, we see that over 100K nurses have left the workforce due to COVID-19. So what exactly is with this high turnover rate? Well, one thing that we hypothesize is that the systems that are put into place in hospitals are not effective in helping staff members do their jobs. One of these systems is the call light systems. If you don't know what the call light system is, the call light system is used as a means of communication between a patient and a nurse. So from the patient side, from the patient's bedside, we see that they have a remote and they can press that red button to get assistance. And outside of their room, you'll see that a light lights up from outside the patient's room, letting the healthcare worker know that that patient needs something. So there's two main problems with this system. The first is that it's binary, meaning for every request, there's one single light that turns on regardless of its urgency. And then the second is that it's a huge time waster for nurses because they constantly have to walk back and forth between patient rooms to figure out what their patients need. In a world of instant communication, it seems kind of ridiculous that patients have to walk back and forth into patient rooms to figure out what their patients need. So that's where we come in. At KalCom, what we want to do is provide instant and effective communication through app features such as our app icons for every patient to understand, regardless of whether they speak English or not. If a patient is in an emergency, they can let their nurse know, and then that request will be prioritized, will be the nurse's top priority. And if a patient needs something different, they can type it in, and our two-way system will allow for the nurse to respond accordingly. So as we move forward, our hope is to provide automated staffing assignments so nurses can skip the boring office tasks and focus on what they signed up for, which is to provide quality care for their patients. So today we showed you what the future of nursing looks like, and we hope that you'll help us make the future of nursing easier by providing us with the resources to begin trial testing our software. Thank you. And with that, I'll leave it over to Carlos and Megan so they can give you an app demo.
Thank you, Abiha. So going over to our app demo. In our app itself, it has at the beginning, you will see a launching screen where you can see whether or not you want to be a medical staff or whether or not you're a medical staff or patient. On the patient side, you would type in your given room number and press submit. And from there, you're greeted with this screen. You're able to press any request that you may need and also unselect any requests. Let's say I want medicine. I can press request and it will say that my request was received. From there, I can also send a message that I want to, a custom message. Let's say I want bandages. I'll click on request there. On the top, I can also see the requests that I have sent. And right now I've only sent bandages and medication. Along with that, on the bottom, I can send an emergency request and I'm given 5 seconds to cancel it if needed. From there, I can also see the emergency over there on my requests. But if the emergency was faulty, I can just swipe and cancel. And on top, you can see that the emergency is no longer there.
Great. So now we can see that the requests of the patient have been sent. And as simple as that, we can just tap and mark the request as completed. Now, when there's a new request, it will be displayed here. Thank you. And if our app is now available to download.